Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just searching and working for the running room as he... out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback making checks. Handoff for Peoples. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
To throw, it's Beck. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Surging forward on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Peoples. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And this offense to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's reverse. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try to power their way ahead. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Beck. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Zings it complete to the right. There's some room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's a reverse. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a give to Peoples. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Penn State will spend its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Third and 6 yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Beck. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. starting to feel a little pressure. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First down, 10 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws it deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Leaping grab for a big gain. They'll make the stop after the big pickup through the air, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the play. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now first and 20. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw again. Spits it out to the back. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Now facing a third and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a... There he goes! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wants to throw, it's Beck. Got the quick pass. Still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point was good. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On the run from inside his 25. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Beck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Handoff to the single back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Noles come to the line in the hurry up. Might as well stick with him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll go to the ground. short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look
lets it fly deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Turning it on. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Jaguars looking for a 2nd win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Seminoles want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and those 3rd and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Peoples. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Dropping back, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it along the sideline. Hits the crease. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Out of bounds all the way down at the 33-yard line, and they were backed up, but not for long. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. They think there's room to run to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the single back. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Give to the running back. Brought down inside the 15. Mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense.
And I love the aggressiveness and physicality of this defense. 3rd down, they run the football. You say absolutely not. This is a strength of this offense. Usually, they're really good at converting 3rd downs. This defense just stood up and made a play.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. They run the reverse. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's something you don't see too often, running reverses on 3rd down. The money down in the red zone, but when you've got ability like this guy has, you just got to find ways to get him the football. After the reverse, open field, he uses the speed and takes it in for the score.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Beck. Flips it out to the back. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He might want another play. Handoff for Peoples. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback will keep it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Bust through behind his pad. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Here we go, ready.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Now on the option. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got him. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
A run for the quarterback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
Check, check. 95, 96, bridge. Ready, go!
Handoff, Peoples running left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Gets the back moving. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Finding an escape route. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it way down the field. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead.
Going for it all. Touchdown Seminoles. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Beck. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Sends it back in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Might be looking to run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
56, Penn State, 21.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
22.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some space. Smacks him with the stiff arm. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the the 45-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pulls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Corners are going to bail. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got him wide open. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, there's a